Your opponent cannot kill these 3 cards by battle. And you have an Omni Negate, and if they search via any effect, you can force your opponent to discard 1 monster card from their hand. What is up, all you beautiful people? It's I, AkemiTCG, back here with a brand new video. If you were watching my videos yesterday, I did mess up on the combo video. There were a couple parts in the combo where I did mess up, and especially combos 1, and I believe it's combo 4 or combo 5 with the World Carrot Weight Champion. So I'm just going to redo those certain parts because I don't want to be held liable for giving you guys incorrect combos. That would be disingenuous of me and kind of unfair to you guys too, because if you guys want to learn the deck, then gotta learn it the right way, right? So first combo involves Rika Petal and Snowdrop and or Mudan. Snowdrop or Mudan, it really doesn't matter because Petal lets you search for one or the other anyway. So this is a very, very simple, basic bread and butter combo. But we're gonna progress as we go through this combo. So we're gonna go through Rika Petal, normal summon her, use her effect. You're gonna search yourself Mudan. Now you can use Snowdrop to tribute the Rika Petal for cost. If they have no response, you special summon both Snowdrop and Mudan. I prefer to summon them in defense just in case something happens, and they have 2600 defense and 2400 defense, so it's pretty strong, So Mudan's gonna activate, and then you're gonna get yourself either Rika Tranquility or Rika Sheet. Up to you how you want to do it, or even Rika Glamour. It really just depends on the situation. But I prefer Tranquility a little bit more because at least with Tranquility, if let's say like your monster gets kaiju'd, you can just revive one of your monsters. Whereas with Rika Sheet, if you don't really have a monster in the field, it loses a lot of application because you want to tribute it, usually to take their monster to prevent them from making plays. But it really just depends on your matchup. But in this format, I grab Tranquility a lot more. Now you're going to use Snowdrop, copy its level, so target itself, make her an 8. And then Mudan will also be an 8, and then you're going to summon Teardrop. And then you can set the Tranquility. Now, quick effect on either player's turn, you can sack one of these cards, so sack Snowdrop, and tribute one of your opponent's monsters, or even your monster if you wish. And then let's say something happens, and let's say your Teardrop gets off the board, or they target your Teardrop or something, you can use Tranquility to tribute the Teardrop, and then you get yourself the Snowdrop, and you can choose either Mudan or Teardrop back. So I'm going to choose Mudan for the sake of this video, and unfortunately you do not get Mudan's effect because it has to be special summoned via the effect of a plant monster. So because it's a trap card, you will not get the search. Now the bread and butter combo was out of the way. This is going to be another combo, a little bit more complicated. Again, I'm ramping up the difficulty as this video goes on. So here's the lighting. Bam, good lighting. Okay, Rika Petal and Lone Fire Blossom. What you're going to do is you're going to normal summon Rika Petal, you're going to use her effect, and you're going to get yourself a copy of Snowdrop. Now you're going to use Snowdrop's effect, tribute for cost, special summon both Snowdrop and Lone Fire onto the field. Now you can use Lone Fire's effect, tribute itself, to special summon Mardell. Mardell can get you a plant. Normally you get a plant with this, but in this version of the deck, you are playing Generator package. So you get the Generator boss stage right here. Now you're going to activate Generator boss stage. Now what's going to happen is you can use Snowdrop, target itself. Now both of these are level 8s. Unfortunately, we do not have the cool level 9 yet. Once we get the level 9, the Periton, it's going to be smooth sailing from there. Now, you end turn during your opponent's draw phase. You activate Generate Boss Stage's effect, you special summon Har from the deck, and then you activate Boss Stage's second effect, you special summon 3. 1, 2, 3. You can argue that you can summon Teardrop in the extra monster zone and you'll get a 4th body, but it really just depends on your player preference. I just don't summon stuff there because I'm afraid of Gizmet Kaku and occasionally other things that interact with stuff in the extra monster zone. I just tend not to use the extra monster zone unless I need to. But what you see here is your opponent must discard a card if they add a card from their deck to their hand, so they have to discard a monster. Also, this is an Omni Negate. You can tribute 2 of these tokens to negate a monster spell or trap effect, and you can detach one of these to interrupt your opponent plays. So what I do like to do is, when I negate with Har, right? Unless you're afraid of call by, occasionally they'll have a call by and it happens. What you can do is, you can tribute Har in the token to negate a monster spell or trap card effect, and then during the end phase of the opponent's turn, these 2 tokens are gone because of Generated Boss Stage. Then now you can activate Petal and revive itself. So now you have a play for next turn. But keep in mind, if Har is on the field, then you cannot revive Petal because Har is not a plant. Combo number 3, we're ramping up, getting a little bit harder. This is going to be big brain if you haven't played Rika's yet, but it's also a little bit smooth brain sometimes too. So we're going to normal summon Rikka Petal here. Use Rikka Petal's effect. We're going to search ourselves a Snowdrop. Use Snowdrop's effect. You're going to tribute Rikka Petal to use summon Snowdrop and Evil Thorn at the same time, and on resolution activate Primula's effect. Because something was tributed, you can special summon Primula from your hand. Now you're going to use Evil Thorn. You're going to summon 2 more Evil Thorns from your deck. It has to be in face-up attack position, and your opponent loses a clean 300 life points, so it gets them closer, a little bit closer to victory. So now you're going to link these 2 off. You're going to go into Aromatherapy Jasmine. You're going to use Snowdrop's effect, target Primula, both level 4s, bam! Then you're going to summon Rika Queen Strenna, the Rika Queen. You're going to use Strenna's effect, detach the Primula. You can add it back to your hand. You can do either or. You want Snowdrop in your hand, you can get Snowdrop back. You want Primula back, you can get Primula back. But because a lot more things tribute nowadays, you can get Primula back instead. So now you can use it as your hand. You already used Primula's effect, unfortunately, so you cannot do it again this turn. However, you're going to use Jasmine. You're going to tribute the Rika Queen Strenna. You're going to search yourself. Bam. Lone Fire right here. And then you use Strenna's effect. You're going to summon Teardrop. Make sure you put it under these zones that these guys are pointed to, just so they have protection. So now you're going to use Lone Fire's attack, tribute Mardell's effect. You're going to search for Generator Boss Stage, and then bam, on your opponent's next turn. Here is the predicament. During the draw phase, again, you summon Har with Generator Boss Stage, summon in defense here, and then you get these 2 girls here for the tokens. Same again with the previous combo. If you want your pedal back, make sure you get rid of Har somehow. If you really want your pedal back, it just really depends on the situation. Now the predicament is, because you have more life points than your opponent, you have 300 more life points than your opponent. Your opponent cannot kill these 3 cards by battle, and you have an Omni Negate, and if they search via any effect, you can force your opponent to discard 1 monster card from their hand, and there's a negate. So pretty good for 3 cards. The next combo, it's actually pretty good, because you can make Araya the Sylvan High Orbiter. You can choose different pathways with this combo, so you can choose to go aggressive and you choose to go passive, and it's completely up to you. So this is the 3rd combo, or the 4th one, I don't even know what number we're on. Mudon, Evil Thorn, and Rikka Petal. What you're going to do is you're going to normal summon Rikka Petal, and use Rikka Petal's effect. You're going to get yourself a copy of Snowdrop. Snowdrop, you're going to tribute the Rikka Petal again for the Evil Thorns. Evil Thorn uses effect 1, 2, okay? Special summon onto the field, and then I'm gonna link these 2 away. Notice we did not use Snowdrop's effect yet, and this is very important. Why? You're gonna summon Jasmine. Now Jasmine is gonna tribute your Snowdrop, and then you're gonna search for Mardell, or you can even search for Lone Fire too if you just want to thin out your deck, but it's completely up to you. With Mardell, this time we're gonna search for Aramage Laurel. Why are we searching for Laurel? We have more life points than the opponent. Now we can special summon Laurel from my hand for free. Afterwards, you can use Mudon. You're going to tribute Laurel and special summon Mudon in defense. You're going to use Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2 that we can chain block because you gain life points off of Laurel, and you summon Mudon simultaneously. This is going to be Chainlink 2, so you're going to search your deck for that Rika Tranquility, and then Jasmine's going to activate, and you can search your deck for Angelica. Now, you're going to discard Angelica and targeting your Aramage Laurel. You're going to gain 800 life points. Then, since you have an Aramage monster in your field, you have more life points than your opponent. You can special summon Angelica back from the graveyard. Now you're going to synchro these 2 off. Angelica gets banished, unfortunately, but that's alright. To summon Periallis, you're going to summon her in defense. Now you can use Periallis' effect, and you're going to revive yourself Snowdrop. So here you have 3 options, okay? We're already locked into plants, unfortunately, because we use Petal's effect and Snowdrop's effect, their first effect. But you can make a 7. Go into Aurea for the aggressive option, and the way you could have put this in attack mode is if you went to Lone Fire with Jasmine first, and then summon Mardell in attack mode afterwards. And Aurea is basically the Jugai for the deck. Or you're gonna do defensive option, make an 8. And go Teardrop. And now what's really interesting is now your opponent can't kill these 2 cards by battle. They have to use a card effect, or use some sort of card effect to be able to do so. And you have some recursion with Tranquility too, so it's not quite bad either. And then the 3rd thing you could do is use the new Divine Beast High Periton we're getting in Cosmo Blazer. it's a 9, so it's basically a Makaba, but you can only use it on your opponent's turn. You can do that as well. So you have several different options here, but this is just a way to get the kick started. But if you're going first, ideally you just want to go teardrop this way. You could end on a teardrop and a generated boss stage, but it's completely up to you. Periallis, every turn during your main phase you can revive a level 5 or higher. So let's say you need a Rika spell or trap, then you get Mood On. If you don't, then you get Snowdrop. And it doesn't have to even be a Rika card, it can literally be a plant monster, so you can literally revive Mardal, and you have options there too. So it's not a bad combo at all. Here is combo number 5. If you somehow, somewhere, some way, shape, or form open up this hand, you have gotten the god hand. There's so many ways you can go about this combo, but I'm showing you one of my favorite ways to do it, and we're going to use Periallis to get there. So how are we going to do it with this hand? First, you're going to normal summon Rikka Petal. This also could be a Lone Fire too, because you can just Lone Fire, grab Rikka Petal, etc. Use Rikka Petal's effect. You're going to search for yourself Snowdrop. Now you're locked into plants. Just a heads up, you are locked in now. Now you're going to use Rika Glamour. You're going to tribute the Rikka Petal for costs. And now you're going to search both Primula and World Carat Weight Champion. So this is the first time I'm actually using World Carat Weight in this combo. And on resolution, because something was tributed, Primula is going to special summon herself from her hand. Now you're going to use 1-for-1, discarding your World Carat Weight Champion, special summoning yourself Evil Thorn from your deck. You're going to use Evil Thorn. You tribute itself to summon 2 more Evil Thorns in attack position. Now your opponent has 300 less life points than you. So now they're at 77. Then link these 2 up, go into your boy, the best link monster in this deck, Aromatherapy Jasmine. Then you're gonna make sure you need a spot open to tribute the pointed monster. You're gonna tribute this monster, so you can use either or, the Evil Thorn or the Primula. It doesn't really matter as long as one of it's pointed over here. And tribute that, you're gonna summon Lone Fire. Lone Fire is gonna sack itself to summon Mardal. You're only doing this because you want Mardal in attack position. Whatever it summons is going to be in defense, but with Lone Fire you kind of like skirt that requirement. And with Mardal you're going to search yourself Arrow Mage Laurel. Because you have more life points, you may special summon Arrow Mage Laurel from your hand. Now you're going to use World Carat Weight Champion's effect. Sack the Laurel, send it to the graveyard, special summon World Carat Weight Champion. And because you did that, you gain 500 life points. Arrow Mage Jasmine will trigger. Arrow Mage Jasmine will trigger, and you get to search yourself Rose Girl. After you search Rose Girl, what you're going to do is use Snowdrop. You're going to stack the Mardal, summon both the Snowdrop and the Rose Girl. Now you're going to synchro these 2 up to go for Periallis. Now you use Periallis, and then you're going to resummon your Mardal in defense. So actually it didn't matter with Lone Fire earlier, but now you can use Snowdrop's effect to either copy Mardal or Snowdrop or Periallis. Really depends on the situation. You can, let's say you copy Periallis, you can go for Aurea, the Big Bird. You can go for Periton, which we're going to get in the future, or you can go for Teardrop, etc. Doesn't really matter. Basically, Aurea is usually a death sentence for your opponent, and also because you did not use Rose Girl's effect, you can recur her and it goes back to your hand. So it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video. There's so many different ways you can combo off with this deck. I just wanted to showcase some of the combos I like to do. It takes an extensive amount of testing and an extensive amount of reading. Because there's so many restrictions on these cards, like Periallis can only summon stuff in defense, World Carat Weight, and now I know can only activate its effect while it's in the graveyard. Aurea excavates 3, but you can also pitch a card to kind of fix up your deck. Snowdrop's first effect locks you into plants. You can only use Arrow Mage Laurel's effect to special summon if you have higher life points. Jasmine can only activate. Jasmine only protects your stuff from battle if you have more life points. Like, there's a lot of nuances you have to keep track of, but once you really figure it out, it's very, very rewarding to play, just because I really like the way Snowdrop interacts with literally every other plant in the game. Anyways, my name is AkemiTCG. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, bye guys.
The world ends now.